Hello, how are you? Welcome to Joe's Dentures channel. This is another kind of a denture talk. Actually, we're going to talk about dentures today. And we're going to start with a question. Why is it so many people hate their dentures? Why? What's the reasons of, not many people out there love their teeth? So let's find out and brainstorm with me, and let's find out some of the reasons that I think are those, in fact. But before, if you're new in this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video, which I try to do it maybe once a month or every 2 weeks. It depends. So then let's talk about it. And I want to know your opinion, right? On the bottom, just make a comment. Again, if you are a hater, please do not comment on my channel or I'm gonna block you. And just go ahead and find something else with your time instead of being on YouTube bullying people. So just take off and leave me alone for a while. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to talk on some of the facts that we probably have heard about it. Why do you hate your dentures? Why people hate their dentures? Let's find out some reasons. I think a lot of the reasons it's beginning with distraction. I think distraction has to do with a lot of it, because if you have been waiting for your extractions to be done, some people, unfortunately, they have too thick of a bone, too much bone in their ridge, and then they need some procedures to kind of adjust their mouth to a denture, which is called alveoplasty. Again, I'm not a dentist. I'm just giving you my opinion based on my experience. So, alveoplasty, it is really one of those things that's done to kind of making the dentures to fit for those people who has too much of a bone. Again, for those who doesn't have that type of a bone, they don't need it. So then I thought about what if people who wait too long after the extraction, because after your extraction, you start losing the ridge. You lose bone every year, I think. So by the bone lost, you get to the point where you're better off without a denture then instead of having one, because you've been 10 years since you got your extractions, and then of course dentures more likely just gonna fall off of your mouth. It's not gonna fit. Unfortunately, maybe for some people, not in every case. Again, I was talking about the survey from 10 people. Probably if you interview them how much they love their dentures, more likely 8, they're gonna say they hate it. Only 2%. But we, again, finding the reasons, maybe you and I can come up with our own ideas, How about the impressions? The impressions also is a huge factor in the denture fabrication. If the impression is wrong, is bad, missing tissues, missing areas, denture is not going to fit correctly. You're gonna complain about it. I mentioned something like stress. If you're stressed out, have an anxiety going to the dentist, then maybe will affect the impressions taken or impression results or something like that. Again, just based on what I think. The wax trying, it's another reason. Sometimes people get overly excited, because they have been for so many years without teeth. They see their teeth, they call their son, their in-laws, and they skip from pointing out things that they might not like. Beginning with the shade, it's just a simple. If you don't like the shade too dark, just say something. That's what the wax tryings are for. If you want a bleach shade, say something. You're paying money for it, regardless if your insurance is doing it. And just say it. So then, if the trying is fell out of your mouth, it's not a good sign. speak up on your wax tryings. So then you might be maybe happy. Then the highest expectations is always a factor on a denture. Your expectations are to make disappear things that you might not like about yourself. Your chin bone, your mouth in general. You can't make a mouth to look like somebody else. You can't make your lower teeth not to show when there is so many bones down there. They have to show it anyway. That was how you were made. That's how your face is. That's how your anatomy is. That's how you are. You can't change who you are to look like somebody else. That's what I'm believe. Unless find a plastic surgeon. Dentists are not plastic surgeons to change you. Just in general. Technicians are not plastic surgeons to change you. Is you. So from the moment that you wear dentures, you have a prosthetics that your expectation should be, I need to get used to this if some things can be not too extremely horribly wrong. Maybe I guess after 3 weeks, 2 weeks, you can call back and go to the place that you got it. Hey, something is bothering me, something is poking me, something is... Yeah, but then by going through all these kind of ideas and things that I think are the reasons, just help me out figure it out why. I think nobody has ever go out there and pay attention to people. To hear people complaints, and maybe put in consideration all these little things. So then maybe the numbers of the people who dislike the dental prosthetics, which is dentures, can come down. But I think a lot of the people who dislike it, either they want to look like somebody else, or somebody that did not say anything in that moment. They needed to say something, because some offices does not like to go do things over and over again. So they're gonna fight you over it. They're gonna say, get used to it. It's like a pair of shoes that you have to break it down. You can't break down dentures. It's acrylic. It's plastic. You're gonna break up your tissue. You're gonna break up your mouth. Try to get used to something that could have been avoided on a wax trying. Too thick, too big, too much of a flange. So those are the things that I used to hearing, and I think nothing else to say. I just going to wrap this up, and then see you in the next video, and probably with your response we can figure something out together in this community, which is mine is not quite huge, but we can voice it out and share the videos, and see if we can come up with some type of a solution as a community. We're not talking about any professional level, because the professionals should find out what's what I'm trying to say. Should find out about how many percentages of people love their teeth, and the other many that hates it. To kind of put that in an evaluation and to improve the whole process in general for that process of making prosthetics. Anyway, again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification, and I see you in the next video.